And the thing about Kennen is he will be able to outscale the Renekton, given that Vitality is forcing this 1-3-1 composition.
As well as steal back in this bottom lane. Varus, Zillion, gonna be trying to push into that bottom lane as Joko's gonna push into mid lane. Flashing forward, and that's an easy first blood. Joko and Nukeduck combo him down. Potentially diving this Renekton, or at least putting pressure onto the tower. Red buff is up, Foxy's gonna slice and dice. Gets out of range of end of the line. Done a bit of damage to the tower, now starting to back away. Maxwell's making his way up. Summoner spell traded. The Shuriken tags Foxy, and Joko in the first 4 minutes really stamping his authority on the game.
A lot of early pressure from Joko, utilizing the fact that...
Ooh, look at that, hold the thought. Maxwell jumps forward. It's double buffs on double buffs. Here comes Foxy. He kills Joko and gets double buffs? Are you kidding me?
But look, Joko, he's coming to get his buffs back.
He is indeed. Joko wants these. Foxy, no flash, remember, gets stunned up. Cabochard looking for more end of the line. And the last kill goes to Cabo. He donates it.
So it was a long con, is what we've identified. The buff transfer has now been completed, but now Joko, he is playing with fire right now.
He is indeed. These 3 members of Vitality down here. Teleport's available for Cabo. Chain of Corruption locks Foxy down. He's stunned by a double time bomb. Flashes away to safety. Roundwalk's gonna buy a couple of seconds of time as Cabo gets knocked backwards. The Sand Soldiers time out, and Roccat, they donate a kill to Vitality.
The setup from Roccat was there, but the execution wasn't.
And let's see if they can do it now, because the tower's under pressure. Chain of Corruption goes wide. Foxy uses his dominance just to try and defend the tower. It ends up being a trade. Outer for inner.
This means that he's going to get a lot of free damage down. Now Nukeduck, he's trying to come for a collapse, but Maxwell spots him.
All right, so a little bit of a blast cone hop. Maxwell can jump forward. Where's what did with the Nether Grasp? Making his way forward. Flash engage not going to get used. We'll get Nukeduck's flash steal back's heal.
And he gets the damage down, but often it costs him his life.
All right, where is Hyonan this time around? He's in the mid lane wave clearing. That's a 3-on-2 all of a sudden. Wadid and Maxwell anticipating the dive, but they don't even win in a 3-on-2. Counter, Maxwell, he dashes and flashes. That's the wrong way. That was not what you wanted. But luckily for Maxwell, he does not get punished.
The Cabo is extremely strong. He is the reason why Vitality have so much pressure on the map. And now, look at the minimap. You can see, ooh, the force.
There we go. The Shurima shuffle. Joko can't even get away from that one. And with Joko down, Dragon number 2 goes to Roccat.
We're actually in a great position to just take this tower down. This is a very nice adaptation from Vitality.
But how do Roccat respond? The answer is engage in AOD. There's the flash engage I wanted to see. Chrono Shift will get cast at the end of it, but AOD is caught between a rock and a hard place. The flash gets him to safety. Redemption buys some time as collateral damage bounces on the side. Betsy, the slide, the glide, the divide. Where is that? Not gonna pull the trigger, and Roccat throw everything at Vitality for nothing.
I have a feeling that Vitality's on the Dragon. They have no vision of this.
There is no vision just yet. Roccat, they're committing. Foxy's going to be joining this fight a little bit late.
Faxi.
Where is the piercing arrows? Faxy's on the back. He's onto Joko. Joko's running for his life as AOD. Once again, Chrono shifts himself. The fight is split. Baron's a target for the rest of Roccat. It's picked up. Maxwell smites it down. Now Nukeduck is the target. A flash forward from Maxwell. He finds the right direction for savagery this time. And Roccat take control of the game. Betsy is going mid while the rest of Roccat are coming down to the bot lane. Maxwell is going to get stunned up by the time bomb. On the hunt, buy some time. Maxwell is literally blown away. Don't think that savagery hop was great, but while Vitality were getting a kill in the mid lane, Betsy took a lot of damage onto the tower. Thank goodness that Sundisk buying some additional time. And look, the focus the towers. They gave up a kill, but they're getting all of this advantage on the map.
So you do have to criticize Maxwell for his somewhat poor pathing, but Betsy, he might now be in some serious trouble.
Rise, slide.
He's good. He has Rylai's as well. Just hit Nukeduck once. Oh, the teleport though.
Do it. Redemption will buy some time here. Betsy, he gets rid of Cabo. Cabo flashes over the wall and not going to be able to get the kill. The slide away. Was it saving? Now all of a sudden, Nukeduck's in trouble. Hyonan gets the kill and Cabo forced to run for his life. A teleport, a flash, and a kill. All expended for nothing.
Of getting a collapse down onto Roccat as they're split apart. But Roccat, they don't care. They're just going to force through the base.
Yes, the threat is there, but if Roccat can split up appropriately, Foxy may once again give his life going very low. The redemption heal from Roccat. will buy them some time, and Betsy, with the Emperor's Divide as a disengaged tool, standing as the last one to leave. The alternative, Elder Dragon's up as well, so if Rocket do not prioritize one of those objectives and try to get greedy for both, that could be an opportunity for Vitality. Red buff is picked up, and it looked like it was Sean that got him. Maxwell tagged by the Chain of Corruption. Rocket simply overstepping their bounds. Vitality pick off an easy kill. Was that worth it for a red buff?
But this is what we were saying, right? Baron is up in 1 minute, and Rocket are fighting for a red buff. It does give you mana, which isn't that useful, but I feel it's actually a really valuable tool. But that's just like a personal preference as Faxi ends up getting caught out.
Well, maybe in this case, having two supporting team members in Rengar that can make himself quicker and Hyana that can make everyone quicker. Yeah. Maybe that could be why. But let's find out. Is this a 50-50 or can Rocket kill Baron before Cabo can do any more damage? There's no teleport used just yet. Peel away from Baron. There we go. On the thrilling hunt from Hyana and Maxlaw. They're looking for Vitality. Redemption's coming down on both sides. Cabo's not committing to a teleport. He's looking for the base. Inhibitor turret is broken and Cabo's not done yet. He continues to siege and put pressure on the bottom lane inhibitor. Cabo will get this one as Faxi finishes his recall. Taking a look back at the Baron pit, it will be Baron for Rockat. Cabo, he's not even got the inhib yet. This is a one-on-one. Slicing Maelstrom can be used to buy some time. Faxi's not really going to be able to do a whole lot, and Cabo, lightning rushing away. Will he get to safety? I don't know. Flashes over the wall. How many to chase? Wadid comes out. No nether grasp either. And uses the exhaust. How pivotal will the exhaust be? Baron to Rocket and a potential fight for Elder.
The fact that Vitality get themselves the Baron is still a good trade for them. But if they lose this Elder Dragon, it will not matter as Wadid, he's now in trouble.
All right, Wadid's life is at risk here. Thrill of the hunt from Maxlaw. Not really going to dissuade Vitality as Elder Dragon gets picked up as well. TP. But it's a 5-on-4. Teleport from behind. There's no slicing Maelstrom. The TP time takes too long. Cabo shot simply too late to the fight. He's trying to trade with Betsy, running for his life with the Surge, eating a couple of autos from those Sand Soldiers, and the Conquering Sand sends him packing. Hyonin, 3 shots, Nuke Duck. Boomerang Blade is sidestepped, and Vitality, they lose Elder, they lose Baron, they lose Cabo and Nuke Duck, and they might just lose this game. Time Bomb comes out. Where's the rest of the support? Maxlaw's pushing in the bottom wave. There's another cannon minion. Shuffles into firing range. Mid lane inhibitor's going to drop. Remember, there's at least a super minion pushing into Maxlaw. That's what's going to be slowing down that push ever so slightly. Nuke Duck and Cabo respawning in 4 seconds time. Rocket take another inhibitor turret. They take another inhibitor. And how much further will they push?
Well, right now it's 5v5. That is a lot of damage onto Joko.
He's already killed. Betsy takes him down in what ends up being a solo kill. Redemption coming down here from Vitality. That heals him up for a few seconds longer. 5-on-4. Vitality trying to defend their base. Maxwell's found Nuke Duck. Gets his GA. Nuke Duck without the ability to put damage down. Can't help his team. Cabo's shut down as well. Hyonin's got another turret. Hyonin's got another kill. Hyonin leads Rockat to the Nexus and to a 1-0 advantage.
The reason why Tahm Kench is actually very good in this comp is we're going to be starting some fires today.
Is it going to be the same deal? Foxy's in Mega Gnar, got the ability to crunch down and get a small wallop on the stun. He's going to throw the boulder toss, flashes away. Cocoon on the tower, 1 or 2 more hits. First blood to Joko. Teleport for Gnar. We can go back to those old school storylines, Vedius, of how do they use the Gnar bar. That's a flash forward. AOD throws down the ultimate, doesn't get enough of a kill. Curtain Call comes out, steal back. Arcane shifts aggressively. Cocoon onto Wadid. True shot barrage. Wadid is still alive. Nobody eats him today. And for Vitality, it's the next step we need to see.
Oh, we're going crocodile hunting.
Who is being delivered? Wadid and Maxlaw. Cabo shot. That was very well played, Maxlaw, this time around.
The Joko has already left the building, and so they want to try and punish Cabo before he's able to get back to his tower. And now Rockat are utilizing this to get some deep vision in, and they're now setting up for a tier 1 in the top lane.
Yeah, Wadid should just get ran down here. Look at that damage. Slow just from the petrifying gaze. Not quite sure what Wadid is doing to turn around from that one. Felt a tad late, but there's a re-engage. This time Maxlaw's used his ultimate. Curtain Call hasn't tagged anyone yet until the third and fourth shot. AOD gets sniped from downtown.
Nukeduck is pushing down the mid. Look at Joko looking for a potential dive.
Flash is not available just yet. It's a few seconds away. Miasma's going to prevent any sort of response. Very early cleanse from Betsy. The death ray as well. The Chaos Storm continues to chase. One more zap. Not going to be enough. But the tower and the bowler, they root Nukeduck in place. Trades 1 for 1.
So much mid-jungle action happening in the middle lane. It is both mids that end up going down.
Cabo stays in the mid lane. So now we've got this awkward moment where 5 towers are down and teams need to stop pushing their vision and start playing around other objectives. Good cocoon from Joko. Gonna buy some time for Cabochard to flash in for the stun, and Betsy gets taken down. Ends up being a 1-on-3.
Good punish. A lot of vision will start to be set up towards that side as Nukeduck getting caught out.
Oh, he is indeed. Sidestep from Max Law. Very well predicted. Flash forward as well, though. A little bit sloppy towards the end, but they get the kill. All right, this time around, go button was pushed.
Here we go.
What did in Hyanan? They're going to look for steal back. Maxlaw's also jumped in, finds a little bush to keep leaping. Lot of damage onto Maxlaw. What did devours him to buy time. Foxy going to cancel that teleport, in fact, as Cabochard is now cutting off Roccat. It's a 4-on-5 until Foxy can arrive. But Vitality unable to find anything more. Their team doesn't have the engage.
But it's good to see from Roccat. They're trying to force the fight. They feel they're strong enough to try and make things happen. But they've actually conceded all this vision around the Baron. But they have no idea that Vitality's doing it.
They do not. Curtain Call and Abyssal Scepter were used. Roccat making their way to the river. It might be too late. Joko's getting dropped down. Luckily, no more auto attacks. And Joko's going to be able to escape with his life. And, of course, even on towers, basically. Maxwell's going to jump all the way to that control ward. A tad over-aggressive, bit off way more than he can chew. Luckily gets saved by Wadid and the Devour. Chaos Storm sends Vitality running. Nukeduck's got a flash if he can use it for the Petrifying Gaze. And Hyanan trying to split up the fight. Betsy turns around with the Death Ray, and Joko, he manages to flash to safety. Follows from Roccat. Roccat now looking to push down the mid lane as Vitality, they're looking to set up a flank.
Why won't anybody die? Quick shot. They keep trying to force these fights, but nobody ends up going down. But this could be the flank that Vitality are looking for.
It can indeed. Cabo's looking for a stun. Hyanan's running away with his life. Nukeduck not going to be able to find the Petrifying Gaze just yet. It's Wadid that gets killed first, and Nukeduck gets away. He's got that Thrill of the Hunt down. Looking for targets. Nukeduck is being spotted out, and again, I look at the inventory. Again, I see a plethora of control wards for Vitality, and Roccat not the greatest. Joko and Nukeduck fishing for options and ways to extend this lead.
Right now, both teams are just grouping up around the Baron. Their priority is let's get control, because one big fight is going to give us that objective, and then the other team will not be able to answer. Now, Vitality, they actually have full vision control of the Baron itself, and they've started this objective off.
Okay, more mana, HP.
So Roccat no?
And Spiderlings here for Nukeduck and Joko. AOD's at least playing zoning.
Roccat don't know.
Roccat haven't got a clue. Thrill of the Hunt was used, remember. AOD's going to start zoning, gets a good stun onto Maxlaw. AOD's life will be lost, but Vitality get Baron. Nukeduck gets away. Oh, that was so close. With Baron wearing off, this might be the last minion wave. Decent cocoon onto Maxlaw, no follow-up damage. The tower will go down in just a moment. Chaos Storm ticking away. Summoner heal used. Venomous Bite comes up from Joko, and the Death Ray follows as well. Again, nobody dies.
For now, the main objective for Roccat is to not allow Vitality to do that sneaky two-man Baron. Ooh, they're actually just going to throw out ultimates.
They are indeed. Teleport coming down from Cabochard. Not been equalized by Foxy. Pyroclasm bounces and then fizzles. That's a defensive flash from Maxwell. Here comes Foxy. Where's the Gnaw? The rage needs to build up. Continues to throw out those autos. Gets a boomerang. Hyper's not going to get procced. And again, a tense, close fight where nobody dies.
So just Roccat throwing out a couple of ultimates, trying to dissuade Vitality. But you can see tensions are rising.
I can feel them.
You can feel them? That might just be me hugging you too much. I'll stop, I promise.
Yes, you should. It's a little awkward at the moment. You can
can see ROC they have a big minion wave building up top. They have a minion wave building up bottom. Vitality, they're grouping up so much in the mid that it's actually allowing ROC to engage once again.
All right, let's try this again and find out if anyone can die. Joko's GA has popped. That's the first time. Following Nukeduck, I'm looking for a petrifying gaze. It needs to be game impacting. He stuns Betsy. Betsy's down. Only for a GA so far. Now Foxy's in trouble, looking to flash away. Meganar's about to time out. For the first time in what feels like forever, somebody has died.
But now the Baron has been started up once again.
Oh, Rocket now looking to stop this Vitality Baron. Cabo and Maxlaw dancing and diving there on the side. Petrifying Gaze stuns up nobody. Redemption's going to come down here for Rocket. That'll heal them up. Baron did not fully reset. Curtain Call is going to send Vitality running for their lives, and Nukeduck is very, very low. Boulder Toss unable to connect with anybody, and Wadid already used his Abyssal Voyage. Now all of a sudden, Rocket swaps places. Rocket, they're the ones on the Baron.
Look at Nukeduck, he doesn't have the HP to really stick around for this fight. Rocket see an opportunity, they're gonna go for it.
VDS, this is Rocket preparing themselves for trouble. This is the second time Baron has started.
Joko.
They want to make it a double. Joko wants to flash over the wall, wants to protect his team from relegation. Where's the smash? He does it! Joko gets the Baron. He gets dunked in the process, and Vitality stay alive.
Oh my word, Joko, the hero for Vitality, steals away the Baron.
This may be uncontested. How quickly can Betsy get in range? Making his way up, Baron's down to a third. Vitality are peeling away, and this game has just gone from a slow-paced fight to all-out action. Caboshot and Steelback are tagged by the Boulder Toss. Nobody's rooted by the Flourish, but look at that Chaos Storm. The first tick was massive. Flash away from Steelback. He's trying to get out of range. Elder Dragon changing teams. It doesn't know who is enlisted for. Foxy goes down. This Gnar has had no impact. But Maxlaw is back and alive, coming in with the smite available, secured by Rocket. Elder Dragon goes to Rocket. Caboshot's GA has popped. Betsy's going down again. That's what started this whole thing. That's what's going to end this whole thing.
Both junglers to come back into the fray. It is Rocket that net themselves that objective, and now Vitality are looking to push.
How did AOD just get sniped by Hyanin?
Oh man,
He's a Scorch Mark. That Scorch Mark has had more of an impact than the brand thus far. Maxlaw's now looking for a new tech. Why not? Just throw everything at them. Maxlaw's unable to get the kill, but a Devour from Wadid gives him a few more seconds. Joko and Steelback onto the inhibitor turret. That will open up the base. Caboshot also wants to get a turret down bottom. Wadid looking for some sort of engage. Foxy's teleport's not available for a few more seconds. 15 to be specific. And now he's looking for more. No inhibitor, but they will get themselves at least. Oh! Nukeduck again! Bola's sidestep, but Hyanin is spat out over the wall. Twice this game, Nukeduck escapes with the empowered recall.
This game has gone from a classical, elegant waltz into a spicy and heated salsa. Everything is so back and forth. There is so much action, Quickshot.
Put on your blue suede shoes and let's see what beat we're dancing to, right?
Very
what
right.
was it?
Yes.
Salsa or... Can't remember the other one you said earlier. Joker's going to be in trouble. The waltz. This feels a little bit more salsa-ish. Teleport coming down for Foxy. When a fight could break out, not going to work out.
Indeed, with the Victor engage.
Going to spit Betsy over. Nukeduck's petrifying gaze was fired very early. Nobody kept chasing.
I love that from Wadid. That's so good. Just like, hey, we need a way to start a fight. Victor, get in my belly. Let's go. They can't find it though. Nukeduck did throw his ultimate out in defense, but now Rocket are in a good position to go for the Baron. Look, Joko very low on HP. Nukeduck doesn't have the ult. Steelback, no ultimate. Cabo, no ultimate.
Joko's stolen a Baron once already, and he's got a Guardian Angel to play with. Foxy gets sent into the pit. Repel's available. Up in the air. Joko's looking to engage along with the rest of Vitality. Flash is there too. Into the pit.
He's in the pit.
They swap. Joko's still alive. Guardian Angel's going to get popped. Who gets the Baron? Steelback's down. Rocket get the Baron as Joko respawns. He goes down too. Rocket regain control.
Finally, Rocket find a fight that they have so desperately wanted. But now with the Baron buff, Rocket are in a prime position to take this series.
5 on 3. Rocket can look to to finish this one off. They get the inhibitor turret. They take the inhibitor as well. 25 seconds before Joko is alive, and Steelback not available for a while. Snoopdog's just trying to buy time as best as he can. Those noxious blast speed boosters allowing him to sidestep what did in the 5-man rocket stack on the front line. Foxy got Nukeduck at last! Cabashot comes in from behind. He's trying to slow down and stop this fight. There is a GA available, and Steelback throwing down the autos. He's got a lot of damage to work with. AOD shoots out the pyroclasm. It kills nobody. Pillar of Flame bounces up once again, and Roccat remain in a 5-man push. This is for the game. This is for the series, and this is to get another win in their group. Roccat now backing away, fighting and focusing on Cabo. He's down. There was no GA available as Joko rappels up into the air. We've got to keep our eyes on Steelback and how much mana he's got available. Steelback goes down as soon as we look at him. Vitality, there's no one left to defend.
Look at the blinking red health bars on Roccat. They may be low, but they are not down and out. Roccat, they're gonna look to end the game, and they're gonna look to take the series.
Joko is killed, and the Nexus will be the next target. Roccat defeat Vitality for a 2-0 week.